cult-oriented, Satanized Nazis. The dream of an Aryan God-man super soldier has not died. The fulfillment ultimately of that super warrior, this Babylon working babies, satanic warrior monks, is seen in Revelation 19:19. If you haven't checked Revelation 19:19 out, you see the future. You see the world's largest military might out on the field. You see the satanization of that military. You see the mark taken by individuals. You see the acquisition of demonic presence. You see in Revelation 16, the demons have already been released. The kings of the earth, Spain, listen to me. Europe, listen to me. Italy, listen to me. Listen, leaders, mill lab leaders and scientists, generals, the kings of the earth. God spoke 3,000 years ago, Psalm chapter 2, in warning of the greatest, most horrific secrecy, conspiracy, rage that will bring nations, political empires, a unity the world has not seen since the attempt at the Tower of Babel. A unity bought on the backs of the blood of satanic rituals, of the demons who lust for human pain, human agony, and human torture. They've been pumping through the veil. They've heard the ancient languages. They've listened as their names have been spoken by those who have been inspired to call on ancient deities. Powers have been raised. The dark stream is rising. God says that war shall continue to the very end. Haven't you read the prophetic revelation? Haven't you studied and seen what God has strategically given? Haven't you heard the verse, Hebrews chapter 4, nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. Everything is uncovered and laid bare before the eyes of him to whom we must give account. There's nothing that the ancient Luciferians, those elitists at the top, the billionaires, media moguls, kings, leaders, presidents, so many of them have been brought to the Bohemian Grove under the guise of a mock ritual that is not mock, the unleashings of the powers on those leaders as unwittings. Remind you of the coming future mother of all rituals found in Revelation 16. The satanic movement has not stopped. It has grown into thousands upon thousands. If you take a look at websites, you will see the growth of the popular version of Satanism, the traditional Satanism. You will see websites like the Order of the Nine Angels. Now rituals all over the web. The Black Mass and many other destructive rituals, the conjuring rituals, and even satanic sites that understand the rise of training in spiritual warfare among Christians and their need to ramp up their training of young Satanists, their recruiting of Satanists, their development of showing how to conjure the powers and counter the powers of the Christians. Blanche Barton's book, The Church of Satan, spells out the songs written by Anton LaVey, Rage Satanists. The cries for Christians thrown to the lions are echoed in those songs, in their hatred. They claim their day is about to come. They claim, as Anton LaVey called the church, the rotting corpse of Christendom. They believe this black flame, my friends. They believe this dark, shining light, this fallen cherub. They believe the promise of a new age. They believe the promise of elitism. They believe the promise of powers. They believe and have felt the breath of this fallen cherub. And outside the experience of the power of God, the love of God, the embrace of the living, infinite God, knowing only the dark powers, they revel, conjure the powers, unleash the forces. They target the government. They target law enforcement. They release to dirty the air over society. They unleash spiritual warfare on the churches. They infiltrate. They seek to corrupt. Hundreds of thousands, millions of victims of satanic ritual abuse. The splitting of the core of the personality, the formation of sub-personalities, assassins, cult priestesses and priests, conjurers, containers of ancient language and agenda, chosen ones. Deep down the sleepers, they wait coated in satanic powers. Joan Baez's song sings the pain that millions of these victims have told to jaw-dropping psychologists all over the nation. You don't have to play me backwards to get the meaning of my verse. You don't have to die and go to hell to feel the devil's curse. To the victims, shadowthedarkness.net, the little tab that says, I will fight for you. For the Christians, rise up, O man of God. Rise up, O woman of God. Prayer warriors, soul winners, engage the battle. Jesus said, I will build my church and the gates of hell will not prevail. Rise up, O son and daughters of God. Unleash the works of Jesus. Take the authority to trample the dark side and to overcome all the power of the enemy, and nothing will harm you. To the New Agers and Wiccans and pagans and Druids, to all those that are embracing spirituality, well, what's the source? Where did it come from? What can you do in the rising tide of a supernatural satanic secret just bubbling under the surface? Undergrounders who've infiltrated the Catholic Church and for 50 years have created those black rooms, perpetrating satanic ritual abuse, sexual rituals. In the Vatican, Father Malachi Martin believed that an invocation for the Antichrist, a ritual, may have already been done. Who is the Antichrist's mother? We know the father, a counterfeit incarnation, a satanic hybrid. The Antichrist probably does live on the earth and has for some time. Maybe for 30 years. It looks like it's not too far away. And millions of intact chosen